evening, lads. Boys. Dweebs. Are you ready for more Magic the Virgining? I know you are, lads. I know the call to be exposed to pure, unfiltered, virgin molecule AIDS is far too strong. So my warm-up game, it's not really a warm-up game, you know. It's to get ready for the fucking bleak load of old shit that I'm expected to happen in. Was against a mono black emote spamming pussy. So you know I'm up for this shit, lads. You know I'm up for a game of Magic. But I'm sure this one's gonna be great. Right, boys. I'm sure this one is gonna be clean, beautiful levels of Magic the Pubening. What do I want? Black or blue? I think blue. Because we got black and red over here, shall we? Doodles. Right, boys, squabbly boobles or some shit. So what does this shit do? When it dies, exile it. If you do, exile top card in the library till end of turn, you may have a small knob. Okay. I might have done this, but it doesn't matter. We're not going to play this deck for too long. I'll figure out what to do in terms of being a memer soon, lads. We shall see about being a memer extremely soon. But I shouldn't have played a land, right? So what have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 manas. I guess we'll do this. Burn down my pubes. Burn down my pubes is often a good card. You shouldn't have right, lads. I think we'll save Valky as a Planeswalker. But I'm also going to have to deal with his one forever. But it's also expensive. So I'm sure it'll be Yeeshi Meech. Agreed, boys? Of fucking course it's agreed. I said it. And I'm on the tubes. And if there's one thing you can always agree on, it's the Quack Watson is always right. Because how could he not be when he never loses a game but is simultaneously one of the shittest players you've ever seen? Boys, all I can ever say to shit like that is Quack 8. Alright, what are we doing? I think nothing. So I can bedevil this, and then I'll have to sweep the shits. But I think it's alright. And if he doesn't do that, then I can play bubbles. And is that alright? I think so. Anyone give a fuck? No. Which is the correct attitude, lads. You shouldn't give a fuck. Because we're playing a load of old shit that means nothing. Which is, I don't know how to tell you, boys. Classic quackage. Alright. Okay, boys. He didn't put us under any sort of classic memes. In which case... Oh, there we go, boys. I don't know about you, but in my world, this card equates to saying GG's Quack 8s. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 human manas. I don't think banging this out and exiling 2 cards is the answer, because then you lose a card. And you can't do anything in response. So I think it's just this. Agreed? Good. I'm glad nobody gives a fuck. So what I was actually thinking about doing was, you know the Vraska green-black deck? I was thinking about pulling a clean Murchy Boys and taking Vraska out as the Planeswalker and putting the Gitrog monster in as the commander instead. So technically, it's exactly the same deck as you would expect to see. He oopsed something. I don't know what that was, boys. Have I played a land this turn? If I do this, I don't know what's going to happen. And I think I have played a land. If I do this, it's not going to give me the option, I don't think. I don't know. Either way, boys, it's going to be easy memes. Yeah, so we'll pull a full merchant grade Merchy, boys. I mean, I think he's made an error here. I think he's made a big fat Dan grade of an error. Because now he's out of spells. Right now, I could just play this, exile 2 cards. His only response is to play this and plus it. And I don't know about you, boys, but that doesn't seem good enough.
My victory is certain.
I mean, that's fine. Now he's playing top deck pubes, but is also going to die of AIDS. What else did we get? Blood Chiefs balls. That's a bit shit. Okay, so get a free card each, but that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, I'll have it back. Oh, he's put it down to 2. Well, that's easy, Quacks. Boys, I thought we were going to have to do some kind of quackage, but it's easy, Quacks. Boys, it's easy Quacks. So what else? I don't know. You think the Gitrog monster plan is a good plan, or are you not actually interested? Or some other memes, Lance, or some other fucking memes. So River's Rebuke should be easy Quacks. Right? Well, I think we should email the Quack Watson just to make sure. And I'm sure he'll give me the stellar advice of, if it looks like it's going to go wrong, GGXD, stick it straight in the bin. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I was just seeing if I had enough mayonnaise to cast this first. But I don't. But I do have enough mana to slap this shit up on the tubes. Perhaps. Perhaps, lads. It could still go wrong, but it could still easily go Quacks. And I know that that is what matters. Isn't that right, boys? So I think I can take 2 damage.
I'll take what is mine.
To play this. So if he plays this, I still think you have to... Alright, fuck it. Boys, he's got nothing. And I don't know about you, but that might mean we can slap at a game up on the fucking 8s. Alright, memory plops, pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Today's my lucky day.
Bang! Won't and away you go.
You came here with a plan.
Alright boys, wasn't that fun? We got to basically do nothing, but still slap a game on the tubes. Incredible scenes, boys. Boys. Look how much fun I'm having. This game is truly chess for people who've been dented. Easy Quacks. So also, I might be persuaded, depending on the sensibilities of the people who are in the chat, I might be persuaded to abandon Magic the Bollocking by the end of the stream and just read Twitter, because it's such a shithole. It's such... Oh, well, generally it's shit, obviously. But, Magic the Gathering bitches talk such insane nonsense, non-stop, about every single subject you could possibly imagine. All the way up from getting raped, all the way down to people not watching their shit videos. It's all the same. Just a pursuit for other losers to give them follows and hearts. And the way that they're lauded by whiz-bangs themselves for doing it. The only thing that will stop all of these bitches from being something in the community is doing an OnlyFans. Which, as you might imagine, you'd think, well, that's got to be a small portion, cheeks. Maybe 0.01% of the population sell their anus for cash. But if there's one thing we know about Magic the Bollocking, it's 90% of the slags who play are addicted to showing their anus for no reason, and 110% of the whores are fucking weird bitches to begin with. I did actually have a second point, but I lost my train of thought. Too much whiz, Lance. Up, Virgin alert, boys. I have an alert on my phone that says this guy has never done seen them boobs. Never seen them boobs, Lance. So we're playing Magic the Bollocking. You know what? Enjoy your game. If every spell is just going to be hanging on the stack against a blue fucking virgin like this, boys, wobbly dildos, he can just carry on playing with his mum's knicker drawer. Fucking pussies. I fucking love this game. I fucking love wasting all of my time thinking that this meaningless game for nothing, boys, should be approached with the absolute surgical precision like you were playing Mousetrap against your sister in 1998. You know you gotta win those Mousetrap games. Oh, I'm not playing this fucking bitch either. You fuck me, this game is so full of pussies. You know there are events. I know you probably don't know, because nobody ever touches them. Even all of your favorite 100% win rate pussies. Legs, Siege, the Quack, Jeff, whoever the fuck exists now that I don't know. You can play standard all day. Where I don't even know where the fuck events are, because that is how little I give a monkey's arse about trying to pretend I'm a good player. Lads, you can play tournaments and win gold. And also make a big deal that you were a 7-win, slap it up on the tubes, put it in the thumbnail, you win all your games, fucking AIDS, lads. But yet, I have to watch Legs VD go 8-0 in a mystery format, and then at the end of his fucking shit video tell me, actually boys, hello and welcome, this deck is actually terrible, don't play it if you want to win games, I won all of my games because I'm exceptionally special, that's why I don't play any tournaments or do any streams, because I can't afford to look like I'm stupid and a liar. Okay, sweet lads. Lads, I don't know about you, but if there's one thing I know about Magic, it's how to say okay fucking sweet. If Legs truly has taught me anything about the game of Magic the Bollocking, it is how to say okay sweets. Not about building decks, not about getting results, not about playing tournaments, not about deck construction. It is how to say okay sweet when your deck is clearly AIDS and have absolutely no shame in pretending you went 10-0 with it. Because boys, you know you gotta get them views. You know you gotta get them views, Lance. Because if you don't get them views, how are you gonna pay your rent at the end of the month? And all of your depression, medical, whatever the fuck. I don't know, what'd you get for depression? Adderall, or is that ADHD? Whatever it is. I mean, it's basically a work expense for Magic the Pussying. But at least we're having a wonderful time, boys. Boys! Oh, Vangaro Zeon says he doesn't know who Cocaines is. He's the greatest player who ever done Magics. He posts daily 32-0. Actually, that's an exaggeration. If I'm going to start flinging numbers, they should be accurate. 32-2 win rates. And then when it comes to qualifying for them big tourneys, boys, he is sitting at a colossal 5-year Baron Virgin spell at 0 and 120. And I don't know about you, boys, but those are number wanks that I look at and I say, ba boys. This guy might be incredibly good at Magic. Incredible levels of Magic Demolicking. So what does Bone Shards do? Destroy target creature or planeswalker. Draw a card, eh? This guy must be a crazy memer.
I'll take what's mine.
So if I have to discard a card to Angrath, I still think it's Crux of Fate because there's no lands. But nobody cares. Right, boys? Of course not. We only care about learning from the big boys. You know what? I know that this is beside the point, but it's still something that affects me being an absolute land. I think you should keep one sweeper. Agreed, boys? Of course it's agreed.
The belligerent needs
Alright, I think playing this is a little weak. So I'll lose 2 if I have to discard 1. I think that's fine. I don't need to play this if there's nothing here. Agreed? Anyone give a fuck? Good. Good. Boyish. Yeah, by the end of the stream, we might have a peruse of Twitter. Just to see. Because the true joy I get from Magic the Virgining now, without question, is just looking at a part of my life I never was exposed to, which is pussyism. And charlatanism, primarily. I never had to deal with charlatan bullshit when I was growing up. If I took advice from someone, it was from someone who knew what they were on about. And I enjoyed knowing that they knew what they were talking about based on their qualifications. When I went to school, or university, let's say, I knew they had doctorates and professorships and fellowships, and I was listening to them talk sense. When I went to judo class, everyone who taught me had a black belt, minimum. Which is not that great in the martial arts world, but it's better than getting slapped in the balls. If I watched a Magic the Bollocking video, for sure, it would be from a pro. But in this day and age, lads, in this day and age, the only thing that gives people the horn is gibberish. And I, for one, I just can't get behind the 8s, lads.
The fire's out.
I just cannot get behind why people enjoy being lied to so much. What bubby pop-ups, lads? What just instigates such horniness for 8s? I think I'll take this. I mean, I could literally take anything. That's the nature of that card. But, like I say, who cares? Anybody watching me, and at the end of the video thinks, I'm going to ask Mr. Cheeks to build a deck because I don't know what I'm doing. You've got it wrong, son. You've gone wrong. All I want to do is tell you exactly why you shouldn't be listening to people like me who play this game for anything other than A, mild entertainment value if you get any of that from here, or B, who's got the best tits in the community where you can purchase said pictures for roughly 60p. And I know what you're thinking, boys. You're thinking, Cheeks, 60p is a fucking deal. I'll take 60p's worth of BAPs all day long, but I'll steer you clear of where it makes a mistake. Lance. Because not every BAP is created even. You might accidentally walk into the minefield of Ali Warfield's wonky plastic tits. And your dick ain't even gonna get mildly rubbery looking at that shit. But then, boys, I'll let you know that you don't only have to wank off to Magic the Gathering slags. There are a myriad of alternative boobaloids waiting for you and your sweaty palms. But you're probably a weirdo, right? If you play Magic, you're probably a weirdo. To the extent where having a wank doesn't mean anything unless... Alliance. Unless you sort of know who the person is. And it's like wanking off to someone in your office that you've got a mild crush on, and everybody thinks it's totally normal. Alright, we'll pretend like that was not a mistake. Okay, boys?
No cost is too great.
We can do the pretendage that I know what I'm doing.
Go for dire tactics.
Because I could have killed that card, but I fucked it up. But like I said, let's. That's not the aim of the game. The aim of the game is to, no matter what, win at all costs, and then it looks like you're fucking amazing. Right, boys? If this guy top decks some card that blows up my entire field, then I'll stick this game in the bin and we'll never know anything that I said during this game. Or anything. But if I carry on pummeling him into dust, then we'll slap this up on the tubes and you will have had a great, informative time watching this bucket of shit. And anyone who says anything else, clearly you haven't played Rule Zero Magics. Which, thankfully, we are hurtling towards at a breakneck speed. So never mind any of this horse shit about pros and such. That is what we call in the business as nonsensical gibberish. I need to just see people just go off, as it's known on the tubes. I need to see peeps literally be allowed to play out their entire hand all the time, and then if they're not, I want it to be an international incident akin to Lewis Stardust crying that she entered a competitive tournament, not some cosplay shenanigan wank, and people had the gall to attack her before she played all of her angels. And then I want to see a full thread about how the community is so wonderful that they rally to her, sitting there crying while everyone else on the table is attacking her for a laugh. I mean, that is what I want to see from a competition. Not from an FNM where people are bullying someone. Nah. That's crap. I want to see a tournament where people are playing properly be shat on because Lewis Stardust wasn't allowed to meld a couple of angels together. Boys, remember 4 years ago when I said we were embarking on the rise of the idiots era? Well, we're past that station. It was like 2 stops ago. I don't know where we're going now. Straight to fucking Aidsville. But fortunately, boys, we got a return ticket, which means we can do whatever the fuck in the world we want. And I don't just mean in Magics. I mean, within the confines of the law. Don't worry too much, boys, about whether or not you be able to play your Butterfly Swarm and Pixie Illusionist and slap it up on the tubes. Because who the fuck gives a shit? Yeah, I mean, these aren't bad, but, you know, what am I going to do with them, really? What am I realistically going to do with those, boys, except stick them straight up my ass? Whenever an opponent casts a spell, that player loses 5 life unless they discard a card. Is that a real card used in Commander? It seems like an annoying thing that affects the entire table. But I don't know. Is 5 life a big deal? Or is discarding a card a big deal? In real Commander. I don't know, boys. First Venser, Corpse Bollocks. Whenever you proliferate, choose one. If you don't control the creature named some man, create him. A 3/3 colorless Phyrexian Golem fake Khan, I guess. Target artifact creature you control gains fly-in and lifelink. Yeah, 2 mana, 1/3. Pretty... it's fine, I think. Xeon says, the greatest charlatan of them all is now gone. Murchy Boy. I actually know who that guy is. Or was. All I know is Cocaine's is Bolt, who goes 32 and 2. Let's be... and he's not Bolt. Also, I don't know. Part of me feels like Merchant wasn't a... he was a charlatan. Because he would make the same video everyone else does. Try and explain how a deck works for the first 5 minutes of every video without any idea of what he's talking about. But I feel like the audience were in on it, you know. I feel like the audience understood Merchant was just a buffoon, but he was the first guy with all the cards, and it gave everyone a little bit of the horn. But he was the genesis for all of your shit video aids, and it affected everybody. It affected everyone, all the way up to Covert Go Blue, who like replaced Merchant as top of the dipshits. Yeah, and he's coming back, by the way, if you didn't know. He's coming back because he's been eating kebabs for far too long, going bald, somehow aging at double the rate of a regular human. He's still in his 20s. Did you know that, lads? Murchy Boys is still in his 20-year decade. Absolutely incredible what eating a hog roast every day could do to a man. Who would have known? Oh, another sword, lads. We're only 5 cards away from building a shit free play deck where I can play against Pro Tour bollocks every day. Classic magic. Yeah, but yeah. So honestly, it was Merchant who like erased every notion of ever wanting to see accurate Magic. I remember Covert Go Blue. I'll still always say this. Used to make regular videos like where a shit deck would go 2 and 4. Not these days. I still remember his entire channel dedicated to what free to play looks like. Not these days. We are 10 times more likely to see the lad Siege play Sesame Street Commander with a sex pest and a Nazi than just play a game of Magic and lose. 100 times more likely to see that. And I say that because I fucking seen it with my own eyes. I ain't seen him lose a deck for years, lads. I don't think we're ever going to see him post a deck that doesn't work. And you know why? Because it never happens. He is so good at Magics. The pure notion of not winning a Wednesday 1 p.m. lunchtime Olympic medal is just bizarre. Boyish. But he is a savvy businessman, and he knows where the audience lies, and the audience is in stupid dipshits. So you have to respect that in some way. He knows what he's doing, lads. He know. If I was to truly summarize what I think happens, I think he doesn't like Sesame Street aids. But you gotta pretend that you do to be one of the boys. Alright, I don't think this is great, especially going second, so we'll do a Molly Blaps. That's better, but this is shit. This is the kind of card I think I can take out. But, boys, who cares? Who cares, lads? Uh-oh, we're getting outwanked. But we got Vraska's bollocks for this. But we're getting outramped completely. We're going to fall flat on our pubes to another classic mono black wank stain. And I don't know about you boys, but that is good news. Alright, that's not a terrible draw. I don't know if I play Nissa in this deck. I don't think so. So Blood on the Shits for the creatures, Vraska for the Liliana. Agreed, boys! Of course it's agreed. I'm on the tubes, and that's what I said. So how could it possibly be wrong?
Death won't conquer me.
So I might hold on to this for a turn or two and risk fucking around with this load of shit. So I have this in for what's known in the business, boys, as the memes. I don't play enough creatures to really get a lot out of this. But I'm not under enough pressure at the moment. What do you think, boys? What do you think? I don't think it... I just think it's a terrible card for this deck, actually. I could play this and plus it. But then how am I going to kill this without this? You know what I mean? You know what I mean, lads? Maybe I should have busted this out. Alright. We've got a lot of 6 mana useless enchantments, but black can't deal with enchantments. So if we hold our balls, boys, we might be able to quack it.
If I were you, I'd just surrender. Good health.
So I can't blow up the peeps. Because... I can't blow up the peeps because of this, so I think I might have to use this just to blow up
This looks like a fun new
the slags. But all of this should keep me alive for a while. Agreed, boys? Boys. Of course it's agreed. Hopefully I'll draw a Planeswalker removal. And then we can clean up the lads. Because taking 8 damage a turn, I guess that's going to add up. Isn't it, Lance? Even if I am gaining 3, 5... Well, gaining 7 a turn is not terrible either. Still, he might proliferate and just win right now. And then what will happen? I'll have to cry. But, boys, we'll just edit this shit off the fucking face of the planet. And then all of you will think I'm incredibly good at magic. Okay, boys. I think I am going to do what I said and just gain loads of life and then blow up. Oh, I can't. It's just a terrible... I can replace this with anything. So put your thinking hats on from the last 2 or 3 sets. What is kind of good? That's not bad. But it's too expensive for now. Maybe I shouldn't have taken that, actually. Yeah, if I get Thoughtseize, then I'm dead.
but effective.
So, fingers crossed against that happening. Okay, boys. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's not enough manis. So I'm going to guess all of this is just removal spells. That's not good enough. Alright, boys. 1 or 2 turns to get out of this shit. Otherwise, I might have to delete this and slap it up on your mum's tits. So I need a 2 mana... that's not what I need at all, boys.
I make my own decisions.
Alright.
Soon you will be left with nothing.
So I might be able to save, 4 damage? Nope. I will put that at the bottom right. I don't need this. I suppose you get to scry, which is something. So, Meat Hook Massacre, Crux of Fate, something else. A land is not terrible because it gains me 3 life. Liliana the Bitch. I can't do anything with that, really. Okay. Probably getting quacked. Is there any probably involved? I think that I'm definitely dead, actually. Yeah. So there's 10 damage on the field. That is too much for me. Yeah. I think we got quacked, lads. But at least we had a good time. Right? Wink winks. Right, lads. Classic winkety winks. Sorin. I'm gonna leave that. Alright, that's not the end of the world, actually. Because I can minus that, and then I can still play this. I think. 1, 4, yeah. Alright, boys. I'm not dead. I think I'll be on 1. But then again, we gain loads of shit.
I do hope you make this battle exciting for me. Oh, I do love a good death wail.
Alright, put myself in a position where he's not going to be able to win on the next turn. That's good, classic magic.
Out of my way. I have a way to stop. You will serve me well.
Death news. Time to go.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, in case this gets killed, I'm just going to leave that in my hand. Cultivate. That's probably shit, right? Okay, lads. Let's see if we can't manage to haul our pubes out of this mess. Let's see, boys, if we can't slap this AIDS up on the fucking AIDS. So what does this do? Target opponent exiles an enchantment. Alright. I guess Lurking Predators is the weakest. Roiling Regrowth. Don't need that shit. Shambly boy! That's not a very good card, is it, lads? Alright, so I guess the lifelinker is gonna die. But if this gets killed, I could just bring it back. Which is good memes, boys. Alright, Lance. I think we might be able to get out of this. Lads, I was way too good at magic.
Blood for knowledge. A fair trade.
Okay, I can't add up somehow. We'll pretend like that was on purpose. I'll pretend like I did that on purpose, lads. For the extra levels of memes, obviously.
I'm sorry. Were you using that?
That was just fucking insanely shit. But, boys, we gotta stay quiet, otherwise we're gonna end up slapping this shit on the tubes. Or some aids. Right, boys? I swear. I swear. Hey, lads. I swear on the baby Jeebus. I said 5. I guess I must have said 4. Unbelievable levels of magic diffusioning. Right, lads? So, what are we blowing up? Ah, lads, never mind. I was incroyable good at magic debugging. I was so good at magics, I managed to outplay a man who only had one option, which was to die of AIDS. If only he played another color, he would have had a whole other universe of techniques to employ to deal with this kind of shit. But Lance, he said, boys, I want easy Quacks. And we both got to do everything that we wanted. Easy magics, boys. Easy fucking AIDS. So, what are we doing? Dex. It's been a while. It's quite low down on the thick. Got 1,000 AIDS I played since Vraska. So we'll have a look at what I think can be used or not. If we were to replace Vraska with the Gitrog shits. So, first things first. I do think Lurking Predators is pretty weak. Although in that last game, it worked a little bit like a shit version of Search for Azcanta. And let me put a lot of rubbish at the bottom of my deck. But I guess the answer to that is not to play so much rubbish. Isn't that right, boys? Of course it is, you fucking ballbags. So Vraska can just go in the deck. At the beginning of each combat, if this guy is untapped, any opponent may sacrifice a non-token creature. If they do, tap this, then seek a land card and put it onto the field. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, it perpetually gets deleted. So this doesn't actually read that bad. Is it better than this? I mean, I might as well play it. But should it be my commander over this? Any opponent may sacrifice a creature. If they do, if not, it just does 6 damage, which seems boring. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice the Gitrog monster and let you sacrifice a land. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. Whenever one or more land cards are put into your grave. I mean, who cares, right? I'm absolutely at that stage where I'll play almost the same thing. I'll go from winning all my games to losing all my games, but I will be able to shake Quack Age at the end of it all. So I guess I'll be winning regardless. Right. So if I need lands at all costs. So I think I need all the ramp. I need fewer of these cards for sure. We need physical manays and ways of drawing manays. So these are all fine. Jade Light Ranger, we'll have a think about that. Regrowth is fine, that's good. Stomper is also something to think about. Josu shit, I guess that card is a bit memeage. Alright, all of this is probably okay. Alright, we get a lot of big money shits. But I'm sure there are creatures around this area that I might not have that might be new. Something to do with playing additional lands. So I could play this. It's off the top. Yeah, Corsair is what I was thinking of. Play with the top card of your library revealed. You may play lands from the top of your library. Whenever land enters the field, you gain a life. I think that's good enough. Better than this for me, I think. Just being able to play lands off the top. Elvish Rejuvenator. Is that something I need, Blanche? Try the new sword. For this deck, I haven't got many lads. Tireless Provisioner is always good if you're playing lands. Old Muffstein, also not the worst card in the world. But you need lands, right? Which means you absolutely have to be drawing extra cards. So I didn't see Arena in the last deck. Well, it is in there. Because you can't go backwards, I'm assuming. Like, let's say you're stuck on 3 lands, you play, or let's say you get to 5, you play this, and then you don't have a land, you sacrifice a land, and then this gets killed, and then you are a mana behind. Seems terrible. Whatever. We'll have a couple of games. We'll see where we are, and then, boys, we might look at Twitter and see if Emma Sky Nazi has got a good excuse as to why her charity didn't take off, which I'll tell you what her excuse was, which did make me chuckle. She was diagnosed with quite a serious illness. I won't joke around that. She got MS, which is real, and she'll die from it eventually, probably. But that was her excuse. Boys, I couldn't do my charity because I got AIDS, which is a slap in the face of everyone else who has that disease and still works like normal. But she also still has time to cry that nobody watches her fucking horseshit TikToks, and she didn't crack the meta of Magic the Gathering pussies. It just doesn't. She was #1 mythic, the greatest player in the world, and still nobody watches her bollocks. Truly, this place is misogynistic hell. Truly, Lance. Sacrifice a creature or discard a card. What does this do? This is weird. I've never seen this bitch before as a commander. That seems a strong card, right? To be killing an Elvish Mystic. Whatever. What the fuck evers, you fucking slags. Maybe I should play Nissa in this deck. Save me the number wanks. You know what I mean, Lance? Save me up all of them number wanks. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. I feel like I'm one sweeper away from this game being complete gibberish, but I'm also one removal spell away from getting punched in the balls a lot. Alright, I think we can play this now. Alright, doubles. Alright. This doesn't trigger until my upkeep, so it's fucking shit then. I mean, I did read it and then forgot about it. But I'm sure everything will be quack magic, right boys? I'm sure everything will be Quacks magic. See? You gotta believe in the Quacks, Lance. You gotta believe in the Quacks. Whenever one of my lands are put into your grave, draw a card, diddly-dee, nothing else makes any sense. Boys, easy Quacks. Easy Quacks, Lance. Boys, you know how that game was absolute shit? Well, I literally just won. Which means all of your dreams have come true. This is pure hello and welcome to another game of Magic Duels. And you can't tell me you all aren't fucking popping the champagne that we broke Demeter again and are top of the Quacks. Boys. Speaking of top of the Quacks, everybody here who watches me regularly will know that I like a streamer called Piece of Peace because he restreams Darkside Phil and says a lot of the things that I would want a restreamer of Phil to say. Someone who doesn't get caught up in all the desire to see Phil fail and approaches it objectively, but also without the answers that nobody has, which is how can Phil even exist in this world? However, he put up some guy's chat that I had no idea who it was, like a big Twitch guy, and it was completely indistinguishable from Cocaine's chat. Absolutely. If it was in Cocaine's chat, you would have no inkling it wasn't really his. All of your favorite catchphrases were out. Not like this, paid actors, debated, Keck W, quack virgins, all of that fucking gibberish. And you know what, boys? It made me understand that truly Magic is a hellhole of pussy bitch twats. So I wouldn't want to play mono red fucking dweebs in a million years, and I don't think I'm going to. I don't think that I am. I mean, these cards can get me out of a jam. If I wasn't going first, I would be out the door. But, you know, I feel like maybe... fuck this, AIDS. If you're just playing this, I don't know why you waste your time. Like, I just don't understand. There are so many things I don't understand when it comes to Magic. And mono red, haste tribal... play an event. If your whole dream of Magic is to throw all of your cards on the table, why not do some fucking else, you pussy? I'll flat say I'm not winning this game. No complaints. This is the same as 5 color. I'm just going to lose. So, boys, GG's. Yeah, I mean, it's just like playing a 5 color. Unless you can counter a Traxxas, you are definitely losing that match. There's nothing I can do about it. But, you know, there are 750 million other commanders you can choose, which should mean easy somethings. I shouldn't have kept this hand, but, you know, what are you going to do? Too late, boys. Enters the battlefield tapped. Alright, I'm guessing these are the kind of cards that can come out for Llanowar Wastes. Right, I've got Llanowar Wastes since this thing was around, so it should be Ishi Minch. I might want to do Heartless Act. Look at me, Dad! I got Schweebles! Yep. Oh no, I haven't got double green. Catastrophe, Lance. Catastrophe magic. Oh, I didn't realise they come into play untapped. I could have still had Shitless Act. That would have been good. Never mind, boys. Never mind, Lance. So, at the beginning of each combat, if this guy is untapped, so I'm just going to play this and just never attack with it. And see if I can draw some stuff. No, I'm not going to now. Because that actually ramps them up too much. So what else has gone on in Magicks? Nobody cares, right? Throwing that out on the thing. Nobody cares about Magic dweebs anywhere close to what I do. And when I say that I care, I mean it's far more interesting than pretending I can make a deck every single day that simultaneously breakity matters. You know what I mean, boys? Oh, that is just far too good. Boys, I was insanely good at Magicks the whole time.
Under my tutelage,
Boys!
even you can master death.
How much better at Magicks am I than you?
Come on, there's gotta be something useful.
So I took this because I might as well exile that, right? No creatures in the grave though, that's a bit of wanks. But, boys, it's gonna be easy quinks. Lance, it's gonna be the easiest of quacks. At the beginning of my upkeep, nah, I think this is still alright. So he gets to put something back on the field. Put up to one target creature or planeswalker card from a grave onto the field under your control. Alright, how much mana is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, I haven't got the land. Alright, I did have the land. But never mind, whoops. Return shits, diddly dee. Alright. Alright. I'll wait for this thing to trigger and then try and kill this, otherwise he'll just be able to bring it back. Agreed, boys? Of course it's agreed. I'm incredibly good at magic. Would you like to sacrifice this to do nothing? I'm sure you wouldn't. But let's have a good wank anyway. So this works and some other thing. I'm already getting bored. Boys, anyone want to play or do anything or any other commanders you think I should really try? Or are you actually having a wonderful time? Or maybe it is time for Twitter. I think it might be, Lance. But at the same time, you might not be into Twitter in the same way that I am. And if nobody cares, then I will yield the floor to the Lance. And we can just carry on playing this shit for what's known in the business as the memes. So, what do I want? What do I want to do? My hand is pretty nice. Pretty nice, Lance. So it's likely he'd be able to save his boys. I thought I had the other Liliana, but I guess I don't. It's just lots of good shit. I'm sure I'll draw my way into it. The only way I lose is against this thing doing crazy aids. I mean, I can't be asked to read any of these. I'll just grab whatever this does. Enchant basic land you control. When it enters the battlefield, exile target creature an opponent controls until it leaves the field. That's actually not bad. It's actually not bad, Lich. Is he dead? Which one did he choose? The big one? No, the small one. No, that is the big one. But it doesn't matter. It's gonna be what's known in the business, ladies and shits, as easy quacks. Lads, it's going to be easy quacks. See if I can get this thing to be killed. Alright. What could he possibly have that is going to be a problem except blowing everything up? Any ideas, Lance? He should have tapped it this time and attacked with this, I think. Alright, I mean, this might be better. It actually does shit. Having to wait till your upkeep is extremely AIDS. But I do think we might be able to quack it now, Lance. I think this might just be stronger. Alright. Here we go, boys. Easy magic. Oh, look at the synergy there. I knew all about that, boys. Don't think that I didn't, because I absolutely knew what was going on. Lance, it's called Synergy Schwash, and I'm unbelievably good at magic. Oh, I forgot all about that. I forgot all about that, lads. Well, I guess we better kill this bitch. Alright, what are we doing? So I'll have to recover my land. So he can kill this, but then he'll lose his Nadar. I don't think that's worth it for me. Pretty good. Well, we'll get rid of the bitch. Also, this whole time, I thought that this was... I thought this was the other one. This whole time, Lance, I thought that this was the one that makes extra tokens. You know, I could literally have just killed it. It doesn't have any indestructible ability. So any of you watching this thinking, why hasn't Cheeks literally just killed this thing? That's why. Because because it's Wobbly Aid's fucking virgin art, I totally lost my eyeballs, and I thought this was the other one. Boys, you know, the one. The one that can be indestructible if you sacrifice 2 shits.
Right.
So I could just literally murder this whenever I fucking want.
Not for the weak.
Incredible fucking scene slanch. Yeah, so for any of you who watch my videos ever and are like, excuse me, Jinx, you made a misplay, then yeah, I did. But also, get quacked. Okay, boys?
You fight for me now.
Alright, I shouldn't have played that either. Yeah. A rare Esper Sentinel not on turn 1. Boys, that is fucking classic memes. Classic Magic the Memenix. Uh-oh, search for glory holes. So, what are we gonna look to die to? Snow Permanent, I don't think is good. Legendary card, that could be anything. Saga, I don't know. Any Saga blow up all shits? Boys? Still, I got tons of good cards. Eternal Bitch. I don't think that's that big of a problem. Choose a creature and everyone else gets blown up. Alright. Good draws, lads. Easy quacks.
Blood for knowledge. A fair trade.
So, let's have a read. No more than one creature can attack this each combat. Exile one target artifact or something, return that card to the field at the beginning of the player's next end step. Okay, boys. So what does he blink? Banishing Light?
I'll handle this one.
Well, I suppose I could blow these bitches up now.
My ways
Yeah.
are not for the weak.
When ends the battlefield, return target creature with mana value 2 or less from the grave to the field. That creature can't do anything interesting. Okay. I feel like something's going to go wrong because I'm not concentrating enough. You know, I feel like I'm going to forget what this does, or I'm going to forget that this is here. Something like that. You know what I mean, boys?
I bought us some time.
Alright, I didn't need to do that. Again, like you see, I literally just said I was going to make a mistake like that. Easy quacks, though, boys. Easy quacks.
You deal with this annoyance.
This isn't your average zombie horde. Let's reduce the battle to shambles. Dad, I've learned much from your death.
defend my allies.
Alright. 13, 15 mana. Not actually a problem. Because I'm exceptionally good at magic.
You're coming with me.
So Underrealm Lick is pretty superbs. But at one point, he's going to draw a card that's not totally bollocks. Right? So me having all of this shit, I still feel like I'm just fucking around too much. Oh, it means we lost the Lick. But I'll put a stop so that I don't top deck a land on the next turn. Yeah. I suppose I could play a land with Crufix, but I don't want it. Oh well, never mind. Alright, Tireless Bitch is not the worst thing in the world.
What a good, mindless minion.
Primeval bullshit. Also not bad.
Blood for knowledge. A fair trade.
Alright, only one person can attack this, right? So, give it a 2 slap. And we'll do that. Technically not a 2 slap. So I bet he top decks Planar Cleansing or something that's going to punish me for fucking around for too long. Well, I guess that's not Planar Cleansing. I still can't believe the full first 15 minutes of this game. I thought this was the other. I can't remember the name of it.
My ways are not for the weak.
I mean, make your Elish Norn indestructible or whatever it is. Yeah. Protection from black, but not from green. Okay, boys. As long as I haven't been faffing around for too long, this should be GG's Quack W's. So that has to be blow up all the peeps or settle the wreckage. I guess it wasn't blow up all the peeps or settle the wreckage, lads. But I suppose spending, however, what, £3-4 on making this wobbly did get him an extra couple of turns, because I thought it was a completely different card. Boys. Imagine being that shit. I should pull a Merchies. You know what? Boys. Classic I won. So even though I played half the game thinking I was playing against something else, I won. So obviously you learned a great deal about how to play around a card that doesn't even exist on the field. You can't tell me that's not good quackage, boys. You can't tell me you didn't just jizz in your balls. Alright, we got Extinction and Blood on the shits, but I am going second. It could easily go wrong, boys. Could easily give me the quacks. I'm going to take black, which is risky, because my only green card is a sorcery that can get thought seized. I'm still going to do it. Still going to do it, Lance. So, if I get thought squeezed and I lose this, I'm pretty much covered in AIDS. Alright. We managed to sneak by it. So, do I want to play Roiling Regrowth? I mean, it's an instant, right? Yeah, alright, fine. See, boys, I'm starting to know my own deck. It's easy quacks. It's easy quacks, Lynch. Whoops. Well, let's pretend that that never happened either. Okay, boys. Okay, sweet. So the problem with this being in this way is that he could still counter it, and then I just sacrifice the land for nothing. But it's okay, boys.
DSP did nothing wrong.
I mean, that kind of crazy talk is the kind of shit that gets a man banned out of his boots. So you might have to look out for getting quacked, son. But thanks for the beautiful $5. I've never been more committed to wanting to beat up Phil than I have been in the last month. That might be external factors in my own life. We need a psychologist to figure all that shit out. But truly, the man is a fucking disgrace. So what does this do? When it enters the battlefield, each opponent discards their bollocks. Okay, boys. I mean, I know all too well that Nicholas Bubalax can have an absolute myriad of sex bomb cards that can do me in. I'm still going to play this, though. I genuinely didn't know this whole time you could play extra lands. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. Boys, I had no idea. I am incredibly good at magics, and nobody can tell me otherwise. Absolutely fucking incredible. So putting in Corsair Crufix is redundant, pretty much. I can just bang that shit in. Easy fucking quacks. I do think I'm going to die now, though. Any bolus off the top is going to be too strong. Not this one. Any bolus planeswalker is the end for me, I think. Man, fucking rubbish. 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, just keep shitting him out. Alright, that's the end of that guy. He's never getting played again. I don't suspect. That's why, it's better than this, Vraska, is that you always get an ability trigger. I might have wasted that. I mean, I guess we'll have to see. Bounty has been pretty superb in the games that it's resolved, so finger my dick or something. But at this stage, I mean, I'm always bolus. In this stage, I feel like I'm winning. Yeah, that was a mistake to play this. So he gets a free spell. He could just play Omniscience now, and I don't have it. Yeah, I don't have the way of dealing with it. That's my fault, though. I did say I think I wasted this card. And that's the truth, Lance. I fucking spunked it. So I'll give it 1 or 2 more turns, and I'll just say, fair as fair can be, I just lost. Alright, that's fair. Like, yeah, fair as fair is, Lance. I just lost. No calling anyone virgins. He played a 3-color deck, and he just won. And I know that that sounds insane, because it happens to me, what, once a month? Once a month do I get what I consider a regular game of Magiques, even in Brawl. Absolutely incroyable scenes. But I've been bolus in that situation, what, 400 times? And I'm winning 390 of those games. So I'll just say, I'm gonna die. Easy Quacks. But it was definitely my fault wasting the all-purpose removal on a creature. Brokos A. So I don't think this is a good card. I think that might be why I don't see it very often. But being able to play an additional land is something I didn't notice, which makes this a little bit AIDS. So play this tapped and then this. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we'll play the arena. So I don't need this, right? That cost me 1 whole number wangs of nothing. 1 whole rare bullshits. Any fun new decks? Not that I've played with, because they don't exist. Do I want that? Probably. I can't play an additional land with this, right? No. Although it does negate the life loss from that. That's not nothing. But it's not very good. Gitrog is bullshit. Reefs. Gitrog monster is fucking pubes. I'm gonna play it though. I can't believe the additional land. I can't believe I never noticed it. But I don't think it's good. The fact that its important triggers are on your upkeep just makes it so vulnerable. Like, we live in an era of commanders where most of their quality abilities trigger when they enter the field. And then you got ones like Crucius that trigger on end step, which is still good. But going all the way back to fucking AIDS, boys, or some shit. Oh! Quacked it, boys. I also don't know why I play this. It seems wank. Wow. This guy must be a million miles behind if he's blocking with his only land. What has he got? River's Rebuke? I still am ahead, even if he does have that. Yeah, I don't think Gitrog is great. It just, everybody gets murdered. You know what I mean, Lance? But I do think I'm going to win this game now. Okay, not if I can't draw any boys. Okay, we drew some boys. Easy, you fucking quacks. Alright, that is the kind of game that, boys, we slap on the tubes. You know that bowler game where I just lost? Nah, that was boring. This game, where I basically played a brick wall and got to do whatever I wanted. Well, that's okay, sweets, boys. That is okay, sweets, if ever there was Elizabeth Eden Paratits at only $5.95 a month. Easy fucking age. Andrew Tidor says, the Gitrog monster is actually quite good. It's a powerhouse of both casual and competitive commander. The issue is your current deck isn't built around it. I mean, well, we're playing Brawl for a start. So, it's 1v1. I can see it being alright in Commander. And even then, I mean, yeah, I can see it being alright in Commander. But in Brawl, it's just too easy to kill. And I don't think it's that good. How do you build a deck around it, then? Is another question I would think to ask. Because I feel like this deck is pretty built around it. It takes advantage of all the abilities that it has. We play all the lands. We draw additional cards. We play additional lands. But I don't sacrifice lands, I suppose. I mean, there's as many as I can have off the top of my head. So there are quite a few sacrifice a land, play 2 lands. But maybe you mean I should have... Alright, that is an idea that I hadn't thought of, really. Maybe I need to be sacrificing more lands. Like, play lands, and then play this, and then sacrifice them to get the draws. Alright. I think I see what you're saying. But you might be talking age. So I can't live with Boobalax. But I also feel like it might be too late. So, if I play Underrealm Lick, what happens there? Its arse is in the wind. I don't think I care about this. So if he plays Bubs and taps out, I can at least blow everything up. But anybody using this is already a top level G. And there's no way he's just going to play this and leave his balls in the wind. Right, boys? It's my classic land. It's the best commander there ever was. Boys, he left his ass in the wind. What an absolute memer. Unbelievable fucking scenes. He also doesn't even know what the fuck's going on. Classic magic. I don't even need to blow this up now. Ugh, boys, I'm fucking incredibly good at magic. Tap target creature, add 1 mana. What a full house of Squeeblage.
Tactical retreat is in order.
Full house Squeebelinis, lads. We might be able to slap that AIDS up on the tubes. I don't think I've ever got... I don't think anybody's ever got so much value out of a Casualties of 8. Absolutely incredible scenes. Man should be mildly ashamed of himself. Playing Boobalax in such a reckless way. But still, I'm gonna have to be the one to recover this bollocks. Oh, easy, Quacks. So 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he's at least a turn away from this. Scarab God, load of wank.
I'll find a use for you later. This looks like a fun new toy.
Maybe that was a mistake. Now if he plays Boobalax and makes me discard 2 cards, I could be... Okay, tap land. Never mind, boys. Never mind, boys. Easy GG's.
Smelly, but effective.
I might as well draw a card if he blocks. If not, 2 damage. Easy Quacks. Big Boobalax in the Houston. What's he gonna do though? He has to Black Liliana or he's getting AIDS! He's getting AIDS, son! He had to Black Lils. Boys. He's only caused himself grievous bodily AIDS. Absolutely incredible scenes. He can't afford to be so aggressively risky. Boys, that is GG Quack W's. GG's a Quack AIDS. So even though you would literally probably die anyway, if I've got 4 or 5 mana open, and this thing literally wins the game, as much as you don't want to give up your Boobalax, you have to do 7 damage there. Never mind, boys. If there's one thing I know, it's everything. I'm on the tubes. But Boobalax is clearly a memer. Alright, let's have it. To build around Gitrock, you want all the sacrificed lands, more additional land per turn cards, especially Azusa and Crucible of Worlds to replay the sad lands from the grave. Alright. We can do that, boys. We can do that, boys. Oops, I might have got an extra card. Okay. We'll give this a full try. And you know I'm serious when you change the name of the deck so that I actually know what it is. So we need sacrifice lands. Yeah, there's a lot of basics, I suppose. So we'll start by getting rid of all the tap lands. I never ever attack with this anymore. I'll take that out as well. Alright, that's at least 7 extra. Forest, plains, or an island, so I can only get a forest with that. That's pretty shit. Evolving Wilds is fine. Do I want to play these? I swear that I don't. swamp or a mountain. Swamp or a plains. How come I'm always getting the shit side of these? I've already got one. I don't know. These are fucking rubbish. Lotus Field. I hate Lotus Field. Swamp Island. So I'm gonna... Do I play these just for one land? Forest... Yeah, there's only one left. So they all will be one only. They all look rubbish. Cryptic caves could be fine, but the colourless is a bit of a shit issue. Any other ideas, boys? Cycle lands? No, because there has to be... Whenever one of my land ends a grave... Whenever one or more land cards are put into your grave from anywhere... Okay, fine. Yeah, you're right. I thought it was just sacrifice, but it's literally anywhere. I could just discard cards. Maybe it's called cycling. Everything enters tapped, so it's going to give you so much aids. So, yeah, it's where the lands go into the grave from anywhere. So what don't I need? What doesn't help the deck? Or what is fooling me into thinking it does? So this is actually better than I thought, because you mill 2, and if one is a land, it will trigger this thing. Same with this other Liliard, not this one. Same with this one. Look at the top 3, and then you put others in the grave. Primeval Bounty has been superb. I don't think I need Garrick in any way. I think, yeah, take that out. Don't need Sandworm, because again, it's just being a bit of a memer. Don't think I need Rise of the Dark Realms. That hasn't done much. But it is kind of fun. Yawgmoth is probably fine. This is a bit H. Elixir is a bit shit. This doesn't do anything. Harmonize is a bit wench. So searching for lands to put on the field is not as good as it seems. I need to put lands in the grave. So if that's true, I should play... What's his name? I forgot the guy. I forgot the creature's name. So you think Azusa is right? I mean, I wouldn't have played it. Glissa. I mean, the old shit stain. That's what I was thinking. What else? Stitcher Supplier. That is not bad. But I think you need perpetual stuff. I think you need stuff to happen all the time. Discard a creature card. Put 1 counter. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile a creature. No. Oh, the new Master Core might be quite good. Let's see if I have it. If I have it, I'll play it. Also, what's the update on if Piece of Peace is streaming? Now that all the DSP restreaming channels are down, I do have one. Easy Quacks. Alright, we'll play this just because I want to play a game. But we'll also keep an eye on what looks like can be improved. Okay, Lance? Easy Quacks. Stitcher Supplier, the problem is you can only play one. And if you're going to play one-off cards, I don't think that's good enough. Oh, this guy, full DSP fan, spamming this shit out whenever there's an Asian man on the field. Classic Mudgicks. Classic Mudgicks, boys. Oh. He's got the full whatever the fucks. So don't play Harrow until this is on the field, is what you're all telling me. Okay, boys. I can't believe it took this guy a whole one turn to get on the field. Absolute quackage. So, let's see. This make a blue land? It does. That's also blue. So this guy is, I'm just going to say, a full virgin. This guy is a full virgin, boy. He looked at his deck and his mum and he said, I never need to fuck anyone except my own dad. Or some shit, I don't know. I keep forgetting, play the extra land. I keep forgetting. So what does this do? At the beginning of your end step, something about gaining life. Alright. Something about gaining life, Lance. I think if we hold on to our penis, we might be able to quack it. And I know you know I fucking love thinking about quacking it, Lance. Alright. That's the kind of double draws that you don't want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nothing in the grave. Something has to die. Alright. I'm gonna pay the cheaper cost. Just because I also want to play another spell. Look at this level of Virgin 8, boys. Look at this full wobbly, I want to give all of my money to whizbangs for no reason. Plus GGXDs, my dick is fucking tiny. What happened to the DSP restreams? Every now and again, some guy comes along who's like a DSP fanboy who... you see, this is how we get AIDS. This is how we get AIDS, boys. Oh, fucking haywire bitch is gonna kill that. I didn't see it. Well, I did see it, but, you know, I fucked it up. I didn't take out any lands. I took lands out and replaced them with other lands. That's what I did. And I have since drawn no lands. Or did I take lands out and actually missed it? I suppose you could just gain life in some weird bitch way, right? I'm gonna not block. Alright, he did a big risk. But this is the nightmare scenario. Oh man, I have literally drawn 15 cards that are not lands.
You should overlay something funny in your pet spot too. Maybe the fly.
Heroic intervention, eh? I think that's a waste of that card. I can't believe how few lands I've drawn. I don't think I have the skills. Keep forever. Thanks for the beautiful $4.99. That's going to come super useful during tax season when I start complaining about my Balbinos falling off. So I could play Corsair or I could keep Faultless Act up. The fact he didn't kill my Master Core is pretty bad magic, if you ask me. I can't believe it, man. This game can suck on my pubes. That's genuinely 75 draws. You took out all the tap lands and put in Evolving Wilds and a few sack lands. Well, that's the same, innit? I took out tap lands and put in sack lands. That's the same level of Magic the Puberty. So the only way I get back into this, I think, is if this guy doesn't realize he can kill my Master Core with his Haywire might. I can't believe now. I will have a look. I should play 45 lands, I think. But I should have some lands. This is unbelievable levels of quackage. What do I want to get rid of? I'm going to get rid of this. I know it's usually great. But whatever the fucks. Oh my lord. Man is an absolute mad lad. Pact of Negation. Absolute change, Lynch. See, here we go. 65 lands in a row now. Or maybe it's non-creature artifact. Exile. Okay, boys. It's non-creature artifact, you silly slanks. This guy doesn't understand. Well, I didn't understand, to be fair. I didn't understand what we were quacking. But in the end, lads, even though I literally were playing, again, even though I was playing around a play that cannot happen, I won. So we're gonna slap that shit on the fucking tubes. And everybody is gonna think I'm really good at magic. Easy fucking magics. Yeah, keep forever. Again, I truly appreciate the 5 beans. But, I suppose I could do an overlay. Let's have a look. I mean, it's not that hard, right? Whoop. We can have an overlay merchy boys. Is that better than having a fake merchy shits? But also, I'll need a stream deck, so it's one button press. You know, so I could just press one button, and merchant will come on and off. See, now he's in the way of the deck. So I think, boys, I need $299 for a dildo. 37 lands. I mean, I am going to put some more lands in, but that's close to being normal. That's close to a normal amount of lands for a regular deck. So I don't want to hear any bullshit. I wasn't playing enough. The game was giving me 8. Plus 30x. Alright, so one of these two can go. Oh, discarding a card is quite good, so I'll get rid of Blood Chief's shit. I think I might be... I think I might just be ramping for the sake of it. With cards like this. So I'm going to drop that one. I'm going to play Explore instead. But I will put more lands in, I think. So I don't think any of these... I don't think any of these can be taken out. I'm not a big fan of this. I don't know if I need this then. I'm taking a Sousa out. I don't think it's for me, Lynch. These are all fine. Jade Light is okay. Again, I'll take an idea that it might not be right. Eat to Extinction Event. I don't know. Josu Ves. It's something to play if you get 10 mana, but I don't think it's Ishi Magic. Contempt is fine, Root is fine, Harmonize I think might be shit. But it also might be great, so we'll leave it for a minute. Questing Beast is far too generic. But it's very good, and you know I gotta win all my games, boys. How else am I gonna bring in those fucking shits? How else am I gonna bring in them views, boys? And I gotta keep Des sweet so I can keep getting my dollarinis. You know that's the only reason I play this game. Surge is fine. Binding is great. This other Gitrog is probably good. Cosmos is probably bollocks. Solemn is probably shit as well. I'll leave it for now. Yeah. Mastercore was very good in that last game. Even though I thought it was going to get killed immediately. Because I don't know how any cards work. Blood on the Pubes I always play. That's great. That's alright. This is fine. This has been really good. That's amazing. Haven't drawn this in 50 games. Alright, so we'll put 4 more lands in. And we'll say GG Quack W. Alright, boys. So, cycling lands. Is that what you think, boys? Because we get to... do something. Memorial to your mum's ass. And as a battlefield tapped, bollocks. Sacrifice this, draw a card. Okay. Cycling for 2. That's probably good. Right, I mean it is pretty great. Gingerbread Man? Nope. I think I might play the sacrifice lands. I mean, Llanowar Waste should be in anyway. I might play the sacrifice lands just for one. Just for one card is what I'm saying. Okay, there's also creatures that let you play lands from your grave. Okay, that's what we're going to do. It might be harder to have a stable mana base, but I do think you're right. We got to make this deck distinct from the other green-black ones. So Field of Ruin is in. Ugh, this is going to give me AIDS for sure. So I can only get a swamp with that. Swamp here. So I really want one that gets forests, and then I think we'll be fine. I'm at fucking 101 now. Alright, well maybe there's no other forest ones. So can I put this in? You remember it didn't let me use wastes? You remember that, Lance? I tried to put wastes in when I had Kozilek, and it wouldn't let me. You remember that? I remember that because I died of AIDS. It wasted me a whole mythic load of old tubes for a bag of shit. So I can't find any more. Oh, is that an island? Forest, there we go. So 2 cuts. I wonder if I can... What are these called? They're all called something else. They won't let me do the non-wobblies. Or will they, Lance? No, they won't let me do the non-wobblies. Fucking AIDS shit. Alright, 2 cuts. Oh, boys. Mind Stone. One last one. Oh, there's no late stream tonight, Des. Yeah, you're right. He'll be uploading a daily wank later to let you know about some shit. I saw NDO 108 gave the boy Phil $100. I'm super tempted to bring up NDO's channel so we can all see what a DSP fan looks like who gives him 100 beans. But I don't want to turn into a full DSP boy. Invite dweebs into the shits. Alright, Rise of the Bollocks is also wank. Yeah, what's the name of that card? Play lands from graves. Ancient Bitch Warden. You may play lands from your graveyard. That's very good for what I'm doing. Get rid of the Squanch. I do think so. Alright, there we go. 100 cards. It seems like it should be better. But we'll see. Right, boys? We'll see. At least there's no time constraints now that Piece of Peace isn't streaming. Nobody's restreaming because DSP is doing his fake taxes or making Patreon videos for $150 for a half an hour's work and then acting like he's fucking at the millstone, down the mines, doing hard work, hard graft, lads, watching YouTube videos for 150 beans. And I don't know about you, but that man is truly putting in them hours. So I think I play this as a creature and we start moving towards doing a shit. Or do I blow this guy up? Nah, I'm gonna blow this guy up. I love blowing up commanders. I fucking love blowing up commanders, boys. Blue collar reacts. Oh, unless it's the guy formerly known as Jim Sterling. There, you can't have an opinion on that guy because he called DSP a bitch once. And if you call someone a bitch, you're gonna get quacked or something. So, if I draw a sweeper, I'm gonna win. If I don't, I think I'm gonna lose. I mean, I'm only taking 2 a turn, I think. So what does this do? Return target creature from your mum's ass to your dad's balls. Yeah, so we got 5 manis. Is it the Gitrog monster that gets killed or Liliana? Okay, those are quite good. So yeah, if I draw a sweeper, I can't see that I'm going to lose. If I don't draw one, then I'm easily dead. Andrew Tidor says, to your point, Chicks, Gitrog is harder to use in Brawl, but that's mostly because of the lack of good landfall cards in Brawl. Scoot Swarm and Tireless Provisioner are the only 2. I suppose I could crowbar in a Scoot Swarm as well. Just to block. Like, every time I play Brawl, to me, the only reason to play is to play the long game.
I have bigger
I wanna win with big shits. This kind of shit turns me off Brawl. Dumping your fucking hand with 1-1s and just having a small knob gives me AIDS. It could just have removal and I'll be dead. So, I guess eat to extinction this thing, but then it's just not very good either. I suppose I could draw a sacrifice land and play that. I mean, there's a lot of cards I could draw. We'll just have to see. We'll just have to see, won't we, boys? But, yeah. This kind of shit is the reason why Brawl is AIDS. Whereas, yeah, it's the only ever AIDS games you get from Brawl. Is this kind of just limp, wanky shit. So let's say this guy gets killed. So I can block 2, block there, take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I still just need a sweeper.
My army will envelop this world. Good help is easy to find in war. They were a lousy servant anyway.
Okay, boys. Looks like I lost to the incredible chess-playing Magic the Virginer of let me fling all my cards on the field. Easy fucking AIDS. That was fun. This is why everybody should play Brawl. Just the best. It's the best. Never mind, boys. All I needed was one of my 15 sweepers. Did I take Meat Muff Massacre out? I feel like I might have. I mean, I'll think about it. Alright, this is probably okay. I'm going to hold on to this right until the Shitrog monster is ready. Nope, I don't have enough lands for that. Alright, I don't even have any fucking black land now. Yeah. Alright, that is classic Magic. All green lands, all black spells. And I get to play mono red, my favorite of all virgin types of Magic. I took it out, did I? Not the Squanch. I know I took the Great Henge out. I don't need the Great Henge. I'm talking about... Did I take... What's the word? Meat Hook Massacre. We'll have a look. I'll have a look, lads. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Alright. I think we can... Oh no, I don't have enough black for a Despair. So what does this even do? Whenever an opponent draws their first card, some fucking horse shit. I might as well get something on the field.
My love, look at me.
So how do people win with Gitrog Monster in regular Brawl? Boish. How do people win with Gitrog Monster? Not in regular Brawl, in regular Commander, which is obviously going to be different here. But how do they do it, boys?
How dare you!
Alright, Liliana Minus should just be full Quacks. Right, boys?
Warrior Queen Necromancer has nice
Fucking bullshit. Alright, we'll have a look for Meat Hook. Because I feel like the deck is very slow now. Just play tap lands, fuck around. Yeah, it seems bollocks. It seems like if you're not... It's just getting to Planeswalkers. Like, that's 2 or 3 turns at least. I can play this, and I'm not playing it. Not this. This one. And I don't know if that's good memes. No, Meat Hook is still there. I think I'm going to take... I think I'm going to play more 2-for-1s. So I'm going to take this out. I'm going to play Tubes. Oops. Oh, lads. Look at that. I get to choose which version. What an important feature. Incredible scenes. Alright, couple more games. It's 3:25. And I want to clean my teeth. Yeah, so just a couple more games, and then we'll do something else. And by do something else, I mean I'm going. But there's supposed to be some new cards released soon. That'll shake it up like it's managed to shake up nothing for the last, like, 4 years of doing that bollocks. Alright, this is a proper load of old wank. If I can't wank it from here, then clearly, boys, there has been a wanky disconnect. Ugh, speaking of wanky disconnects, I saw far too many of Derek's tweets. Not tweets. Apparently Derek has been sniffing around cam girls, which is fine. Anyone's allowed to do that with their free time. But in true Derek shits, he doesn't give them any money. And I think they're not like Darkside shits, who can sit around hoping that you're a wank stain forever. They need that cash now, son. They need that cash bubbling now. And he doesn't give them any money, but he wants all the benefits that come with giving money. So he's fucking telling these girls gross stuff. Genuinely stuff that you read and you're like, I don't want to read this anymore. And yet, boys, he still expects all of the beautiful shits that comes with the privilege of paying cash money. So he's telling them, do this and do that, without tipping them, and they're obviously not doing it. And then for whatever reason, there are tons of DSP trolls in the chat giving Derek a hard time, which is good memes, obviously. Oh, not the spell spunks. Lance. I can't see how I'm going to get out of this now that he's outmannered me, what, 3 times? 9 mana for the boy. Oh, this looks like Combo McGee's. Not Mirror March, Lance. That's absolute change. Ah, he lost the Mirror March. Absolute fucking AIDS. You see how slow this deck really feels? Like, I haven't done anything. I haven't ramped. I haven't got any extra mana. This guy's got 50 mana. 50 mana, Lance. And I can't even cast a fucking spell. Well, boys, I guess we're just going to plop this and see how it goes. Alright. This deck is balls. It was better before, but I appreciate the fact that we're trying something else. But it just seems so slow. I'm playing tap lands, because if I don't play tap lands, I don't play any lands. And then I'm not playing Gitrog Monster because I've got nothing to trigger it. It's fucking dog shit. It's fucking AIDS. But at least I'm having a wonderful time. At least I'm having a wonderful time. Mono red virgins. That does give me the horn, boys. Mono red virgins does give me the horn, especially when I'm on the draw. That's double hornage. Double hornage. Oh no, I played two reds. See, I don't know. I feel like I'm always doing this now. Because if I play this, it just gets killed. The very first time you play this, it's always going to die. And it just seems like a load of old tits. Mono red equals mismatch lands, virgin. Someone needs to fucking tell me why this is so common. Why do so many fucking pussies who play mono decks seem to only be able to express their individualism by mismatching their fucking same lands? I don't understand. I never understand, because this game is for pussies. But I especially don't understand that. There are so many things I don't get in the world. I don't understand why people even like playing this fucking pussy AIDS. But what are you gonna do, Lance? So what does this do? Sacrifice this, draw a card. Alright. We're gonna see if we can finally do a Mimas, Lance. Activate only as a sorcery? No. Alright. So I can see if I can block this and then do a shit. Okay, boys. Okay, fucking sweet. Okay, I don't know why that did 6 damage. Because of this thing? Probably. Never mind. I gotta read my cards. But also, I'm playing a mono red virgin, which, as you know, is my favorite thing to do in a game of Magic the Virginings. Yeah, it's just fucking rubbish. And I'm not playing a mono red bitch again. It's just such a shit version way of playing. And I know I don't want to play mono decks. They're just so AIDS. I don't know why you play mono fucking bitch in free play and ranked and free play and ranked and then free play, and then you play brawl and think, all right, we got extra mana, we got all this shit, but I still want to play one fucking note. Play every card as it's drawn. Tiny dick 8s for nothing. But then I don't understand a great many things about this fucking rubbish. But I do think I'm going to delete this deck. I don't know how it's gotten so slow and shit. But it has. It's fucking AIDS. You know what? It's fucking 8s. Every time I mulligan, I see exactly how the game's going to go. It's going to go in the same way it's gone every time. So I think I've just had enough. The more changes made, the worse it got. And it wasn't interesting either. So maybe I do need all those 2 mana shits back. Just to get away from being stuck. Because there are tons of good cards, but everything was just shit. Everything, yeah, I didn't ramp at all. Everything is just slow bollocks. So if you get rid of all those, which are pretty good cards, what would I even do? 2 mana artifacts, just to get off the line again. You know, the usual ones. I mean, I should know what they're called rather than doing it this way. That's already then. Cold steel shits. Guardian pubes. Mind aids. It's not rampant growth. I can't fucking. This game really gives me full. What's the word? Dementia. Probably because it's like a PTSD. As it's happening, I'm trying to pretend it's not happening. Fucking shit game. Alright, 2 more cards. I don't know what to put in. I don't know what I even want to try. Citadel, I mean, I'll be dead all the time. I haven't got anywhere close to 6 mana without being on like 6 HP. So I don't think that's what I need. It'd be something like this. Target player mills 3 cards, turn a land card from your grave to your hand, destroy target non-creature, non-land. Target creature gets to -3. I'm going to play that, just for the memes. Creatures get -4 until end of turn. I suppose I could play Languish. I'm going to just play that. Alright, last game, and then maybe one more last game. And then possibly deleting the whole deck. But we shall see, boys. We shall see. Who else can we check out on Twitter? We'll have a look at Twitter before we go. Even though it's a very delicate subject, talking about a girl who thinks that she's been raped, I do want to look at MTG, what's her name? Nexus MTG. Because to me, it's very, very odd. In the same sentence that you talk about being raped, you also encourage people to buy your only wanks. I'll mill some cards. That went pretty well, didn't it, Lance? I mean, I'll talk about whatever I want, obviously. It's not about me being scared. It's about, you know, you could get banned. Or the Magic the Gathering pussy mob could descend on your balls. What's Galm the Shaper? Is this... Oh, there it is. Whenever this attacks, conjure a card named Tempered Steel into... Oh, what the fuck is this, AIDS? Why is this game always trying to make broken shit for virgins? This game can suck on my fucking anus. So I have to draw blow up all the peeps or I'm gonna die. As usual. Fucking horse ass wank. Such a wanks game. Oh, well, I want to play one color. Just attack every turn, you silly bitch. Yes, of course you do. Of course you just want to play one color, dump your hand, have a small cock. Why would anyone ever do anything else? This game is such rubber dicks. Whenever it attacks, this, man, it's such AIDS. This game is such AIDS. I mean, Brawl is great. And they are trying so fucking hard to make it unplayable virgin shit. So another game, this card is unusable. I didn't draw blow up all the peeps, so I died. Incredible fucking shit. Why would you print a card like that? Well, you're supposed to kill it, Cheeks. That's why you've got 65 removal spells, you dumb bitch. I hate this fucking game. I hate wizards. The lengths they go to make people hate their fucking shit games. There are 50 formats that are unplayable unless you want to pretend you're a fucking Reed Duke Pro Tour champ. This is one of the few casual ones. And all I do is play mono dump your fucking AIDS. Pure pussy jizz. It's just too much AIDS for me. I might have to call your mum's tits. Such wank. Virgin pussy full art AIDS. Good. Alright, you might as well choose this because I'm never casting it. He didn't even choose anything, I don't think. I didn't see any name. Oh, there you go. Oh man, this game is such fucking human dildos. I'm just playing it now. If I don't play it now, I'm never playing it. Oh my lord, Lance. It looks like we might be able to get AIDS. Unfucking believable shits. So abilities don't work. If a permanent there, but yeah. So I have to kill this bitch. Maybe I took out too much removal or something because the Vraska version is totally fine. This version is 2 billion% AIDS. Oh, fuck off. I mean, you know I got 600 lands in the deck. I don't think this actually works. Right. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice this unless you discard a card. So I have to discard like 2 cards. Another game where I need blow up all the peeps, although I do actually have it this time. Which is good AIDS. But this has not been a fruitful day of having a good time. Played 500 mono AIDS. Just needed blow up all the peeps in 80% of those fucking shit games. But at least we were having a fucking wonderful time the whole time, Lance. And don't fucking pretend we weren't. That was the wrong land to discard. That was lucky. I don't want to discard a cold. Oh, I thought I was reading for something else. Never mind, boys. I'm incredibly shit at magics. Never mind, Lance. So, yeah, that was a mistake. I thought it was discard a card for something else. But clearly it wasn't. It was for the same fucking thing. Manual taps with your mono fucking deck. Standard magics. So what else do I want? Not what else. Your mum's ass. Something like that. Alright, I don't know if I want to use that straight away. It's the fact I'm not drawing any cards, like Tatty Over. Like, in a situation like this, I could do so much aids with a Tatty Over, but there's nothing to be done. We'll see. I'm not playing another deck. I think this is the last game. Fucking absolute aids. Every single minute of that deck was shit. You know what? I will play another deck. Just to cleanse the palette of this aids. So, I think that's getting deleted. It's not fun, or interesting, or enjoyable, or anything close to any of those words. What are we looking at for a game? I'll play Tatty Over for an actual version of Landfall that's pretty good. And then we shall depart. Although, the fact that Darkside Phil is not being restreamed is saying shits. I literally have to do anything else with my evening. What day is today? Sunday. Hey, it's more Mono Aids! My favourite. My absolute favourite, lads. If there's one thing I want to do, it's play on the draw against fling all your cards on the field and squeeze your little dick and hope for the best. I fucking love magics. I fucking love magics, boys. Boys, have I said how much I fucking love this game? I've never even begun to hear of a game that didn't resemble chess more than this shit. You fucking bitches. Cheffy boy. I think that guy can fuck off. But Nissa, it's pretty good.
Together, we will prevail. Behold, nature's true power.
Alright. So I think Oracle has to get blacked. Right, we've got to keep Nissa alive. So we'll block and then play Harrow. Agreed. Yeah, I think that's good quick. I think that's good quick. Alright, I'll fucking take that. Yeah, no blokes then.
Do not underestimate my fortitude.
Do not underestimate my bollicitude, lads. That is one thing we can all agree on.
The land shall conquer.
Okay, boys, what do you think? Hold counterspell or play Chaffy Boys? I think Chaffy Boys is safe enough.
If I don't have a plan, think fast.
Alright. I think, boys, we might be able to slap this one up on the juice. But you see the difference? I feel like this really works, whereas the Gitrog monster is just spinning its shit. Whenever I play against Gitrog, I always win. I don't think I've ever lost to that card because it just doesn't do anything quickly enough. It just faffs around, which, as you know, boys, is good clean magic. We love a bit of good clean quackage in our game of Magic the Puberting, don't we, boys? So I think you just phase one of these out, then just start bouncing everyone all over the place. Agreed, Lynch? Of course it's agreed.
Get it.
So the reason I phased this one out is because of the memes. Lads, I was far too good at magic. Boys, sometimes you just gotta say GG's extra
I
each.
do love a good puzzle.
Hang on. I even chose the wrong card, and I'm still incredibly good at magic.
Harness the elements.
I literally don't even know what's going on. Quacky boys! I don't think that's a GG's though.
Think fast.
Yeah, maybe I should have played that. Alright, how many lands? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 mana. Oh, and more. Whoops.
The land fights for us.
All right. So we got a counterspell ready. I think I might have fucked up and spent too much mana, and now Sublime Epiphany can't be cast. I think I used too much blue. But I don't know if Breeding Pool makes 2 blue. If it does, then it's easy shits. Oh, if not, I actually don't have any counterspells. I fucking knew it! I didn't want to say, oh, I bet he's got an Ajani. I didn't want to say it, lads. I fucked that right up. I fucked that right in the anus. But at least I got 32 life. But everything's getting exiled. Ugh. I suppose you can't get rid of the lands. But yeah. That was a fucking balls up. I didn't need to play the Oracle, because the Oracle cost me my lands.
I protect those who cannot protect themselves.
Never mind. Oh, it gets rid of the lands too. Alright. Okay, boys. 3 counterspells in hand to stop that from happening. And I still let it happen. Absolute quack W's. I don't know. I didn't think I could do 58 damage. Was the reason I didn't play whatever the fucks. Alright, no way to save. Alright, I can save Nissa.
Really should have seen that coming.
This aggression.
Alright, we can still get out of this, obviously. Just don't do that again. Okay, boys. No lands in my hand. That's not good, Meesh. One more. So 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have enough to do everything still. But that was an extremely unnecessary balls up. That didn't need to happen.
Rise, my elemental friend.
So, how much mana? We got a lot. So, we'll just hold our penises this time, rather than make quite the spectacle out of being a meme. Agreed, boys! Of course, it's always agreed. I'm the fucking AIDS king, you fucking twats. So we got regular counterspell, and that's all. Yeah, you can have that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more spell on the stack, and I'll do a counterspell. But we need a lot more lands before Crater Hoof can do 70 damage. Right, boys? So what am I doing? We shall put this back in his bumhole. We'll have a copy of a land, which I think will die, actually, because I have no counters on it. Whatever. I'll draw a card. Scooty boys, gonna scooty my balls, Lance? Scoot T Puff Jr. is going to get me out of these memes.
I must go.
For sure. Probably. Possibly. Tamio! Well, that's GG's X8s, if ever there was a GG's
I
X8s.
would like to ask about any lunar anomalies you have experienced.
Boys,
I
time to
follow
die
the
of
paths
AIDS.
of the wise.
42 cards left. Okay, if I draw Flood of Tears, I'm playing it just to speed up this bullshit. Okay, boys? Good. I'm sure there's some other way I could like sequence it to do this. Tap one target creature. It doesn't untap during its next untap stage. Exile target non-land permanent card with mana value X from your grave. Create a token of that card. Alright, I guess we can make a copy of Nissa. Right? Right, boys.
Phyrexia's story infects the mind. Unforgettable. Such an imperfect.
Hey, he's dead. I am going to do 86 damage next turn. I see. I see it, boys. I'm going to do 400 million damage. Everybody relax. He can see it as well. So as long as I don't actually play Flood of Tears, everything will be fine. Okay, boys. Okay, sweet. I've got 101 life, Dad. I'll be fine. Uh-oh, boys. 101 life is GG's XD's. 36 cards left. I should be fine. Oh my lord. I actually don't want to go through all this. There's no way. I can't draw a bounce spell. So we're going to have to sit through this AIDS. But at least rest. He's not going to get to the Crater Hoof. Every single dweeb like this sits through all of this shit. And then when this is on the stack, which they can see, they've seen that I have this. They're going to concede before damage is done. Or maybe he's hoping the timer will just run out, which is absolutely something that this game will do. So I'm not going to play any more lands. He's literally dead. But I'm scared the timer's going to run out. And if it does, obviously I'm the one who's going to have to fucking die. But yeah, I could play more lands, and next turn I could play another 50 lands. But I can't waste the time. Play a sig. Oh, I'll play this, and you never know. I could cycle into something else, but I'm not playing Flood of Tears, obviously. Okay, boys, Black Lotus. I mean, Black Lotus, not in 2019, son. The Hall of the Shits. Boys! We might have to slap it up on the juice. I told you! I fucking told you! I knew it! I know everything about these fucking virgins. I told you we would go through all this, and when it come time to play Crater Bangs, he would concede. I knew it. So let's theoretically see what I could have done. Another land, another land, another land. I'm sure I would have drawn another 5. So that would have been probably 600 billion damage. Easy Quacks. And that, boys, is this guy being on 170 life and exiling all of this shit. And I still absolutely quacked the shit out of him. I'm so happy all of us can go to sleep with stonking boners now. I absolutely love Majiks. What a fun game. Definitely not filled with fucking weird bitch cunts. Alright, let's have a quick look at the shits before we go, ladies and bollocks. Biff, nope, YouTube's not right. Who are we looking for? Fucking hell, who are we looking for? I don't even know now. Oh, MTG Nexus. I don't think this is her. No, that isn't her. MTG Nexi? Is that her name? I thought this was her name, but it isn't. MTG Nexi? Voxy? How have I got it wrong so badly? Alright, boys, I'll get to the bottom of this. You just hold your pubes. Nexus MTG. Apparently that makes all the difference. Here we go. Easy Quacks, boys. Easy Quacks. So, I want to see. Let's see if Elon Musk's inability to grasp his own sight is continuing. It is continuing, Lance. We get to see whatever we want without making an account. Unbelievable fucking AIDS. It's a weird realization that avoiding things isn't really an option anymore as an adult. Boys, I just realized I'm an adult selling my fucking 1.6% OnlyFans tits and getting raped and thinking nobody needed to know about it. I have to face shit I don't want to and realize the choices I make actually do impact people. Who? What people? Let's have a look at the real... Jimmy Wang Yang's in the chat, boys! He is classically memeing. Although, that can't be related to this tweet. What Michelle Yeoh got to do with anything? I don't know, boys. None of these are related. Boys, don't you want to wank off to a girl who says she's a boy and simultaneously a femdom simp or some shit? Of course you don't. Look at those plastic whappers. F grade. Although I am a bit confused because these are not the replies to this message, surely. Or maybe that's the only reply. No. Okay, nobody answered her. No, somebody did. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I'm getting worried that we're going to accidentally be exposed to somebody's maps. Who's this? Never heard of this whore. What do you think, Lance? OnlyFans McGee? They, she, obviously. Queer MTG nerd, classically. Casual Pokeboy. Some cleavage. I'm going to guess there's not enough shit in here to make me think there's an only wanks going on. Doesn't say Linktree. We can play Linktree. No only wanks, boys. I have to admit, I'm very good at understanding everything in the world. But I was wrong there. Alright, let's go back to hearing about this girl complain about being a presumably 24-year-old who's got a job to do, like everyone else who ever existed. But boys, 24 is a key age in the world of Magic the Gathering because the professor will certainly become calling. Like an inspector calls, but in the Magic community, it's a professor calls. And he's not really a professor, he's just an old creep. Easy fucking Quacks, boys. Easy Quacks. I want to hear more shits. So this girl accused some guy of being a rapist. It's actually not interesting. You know what? I'll tell you. I'll play one more game because I'm going to explain. Sometimes when I read Twitter, I think this is kind of interesting. It makes me interested. And the other day, I tried explaining this shit to my friend, and about halfway through, I was like, this is so fucking boring. I'm boring myself trying to explain these low-level, just losers. So maybe it's actually a load of wank the whole time, and I should just fucking forget about it. I'll just stick to putting the occasional daily updates on the Discord, and then just say fuck it. At least on the Discord we can look at Christine Sprank's actual anus. Because reading those tweets there, I mean, everybody must have just been gone, I don't give a fuck. I literally don't give a shit, Mr. Cheeks. We are far too busy getting horny for mono, white, dildo, shit bollocks for the 50 fucking millionth time in a row. Well, boys, what can I say? Hey, it's turn 1 Esper shits, like always. Classic magic. Turn 1 Esper shits for the virgins. Boys. I don't know about you, but turn 1 virgins is turn 1 classic 8s. So, what do I play? Harrow. Oh, he might have missed the land, which I don't know that he did, actually. Oh, I suppose I'll Harrow on the end step of his turn. Just to stop this thing drawing a card. But I fucking love mono white. Yeah, I mean, genuinely tried to explain all that shit to my friend the other day. And it was just boring. It was boring, lads. Hopefully no mana tithe, otherwise I'm out the door. No mana tithe today. I always forget that those are untapped. Could have used that. Maybe I should have played Grow there.
Like the phases of the moon, life waxes and wanes.
Take a Harrow.
I have learned much from my ancestors.
So, if I draw River's Rebuke style cards, I just can't see him getting out of it. If I don't draw some version of Removalage, then, you know, things can go wrong, boys. But we shall see.
I know I noted this somewhere.
Okay, okay. So, can he get rid of my Tatyova? Is the question. Not yet.
My research has been compromised.
Okay, that's good news. Okay, I thought this was... I thought that triggered on landfall, but I guess it's creatures. Whenever you cast a creature spell. Okay, boys, I fucked that up. Okay, I mean... That was lucky. It's not like Tatty over is a big deal. Right, boys? Phew! Not like Tats is a big memer. Okay, that's a stupendous draw, as they say on the tubes. Oh, I should have played Zendikar's Royal. Never mind, boys. One, two, three, four, five. All right.
We blossom and thrive.
I mean, I am a bit surprised, boys, at the level of aids that I've drawn. Alright, I guess we're just gonna have to see if he can give me the blapsh. So, no creatures that let me draw 2, or play 2 lands a turn. But I'm on 35. So divide by 0, I should leave up. Anything else should just be clean magic. I got tons of mana for that. Well, when it enters the battlefield, you may put a land card from a hand onto the field, tapped. If you do, draw a card and repeat the process. I have no lands in my hand, so I can't risk that, I don't think. Alright, we'll use divide by 0 to make sure I don't get killed by something. Oh no, I want to keep the lands now. Okay, so, what's the word? River's Rebuke, Flood of Tears are basically what I'm looking for, boys. Okay, that's not very good. I don't even think I have to do anything here. I don't think I have to divide by 0. Yeah, we'll do a regrowth. Alright, I'm getting quite worried now that I've drawn 700 billion cards and none have been useful. Boys! Pack 'em up. Pack 'em up, son. You were fucking shit the whole time. Lance. GG. Quacks. I'm just wondering if I can get enough permanents on the field to put something else for free. So, 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 10 mana. So, I've got 4 mana of permanents that I have no chance of doing. So I might as well just do this. Have an extra card, son, just in case. Alright, boys. If I was gonna put 50 quid on somebody to be a slag, I'd put it on myself to quack these fucking W's. You could just cast that again, I think. Alright. Oh, boys. Might have to start thinking about slapping this on the tubes. Uh-oh, boys. We really got to start thinking about slapping this up on the 8s. Alright, boys. I think that... boys! Get quacked, son.
Who's ready for a good time?
Alright. Lance, I think we might be able to rubber dick this one. No guarantees, because, of course, you never know who's going to be first. But, if I was a betting man, I would put £50 on everybody who's got a small knob that has a small knob. Alright, we don't need to rivers repubes. Alright, he's probably had enough. Fair enough, Lance. I was going to be able to cast my entire deck. But, once again, Mono White has shown the limitations of only being able to fling all your cards on the field and hope for the best. 2 colors is just far too fucking squeebly. But maybe after seeing that, he can see the error of his mum's boobs and will pay for her to have a massive Hitomi Tanaka just balloon surgery. Whatever the fuck, I don't know. 2 bonus packs I've been playing so long. Let's see, Lance. What are we gonna slack duck in the bin? Slap duck. Getaway cart. Boys, double slap ducks. Last chance for anything good, boys. Herbarask's Forge. Some mono red aids. Nothing to do with me. Alright, boys. That was 8. I am going to go and clean my teeth and dream about having a really good Greek or Cypriot meal that it's far too late to order. Until next time, boys. I appreciate everyone for watching and putting up with this shit. I never realized how boring it would be to try and collate these fucking just drab tweets. I don't know why it excites me so much at 4 o'clock in the morning. Well, yeah, I guess it's because everyone's asleep except me. Anyway, whatever the fuck, I don't know what I'm talking about. Until next time, boys, for sure, we crackety matters.